so good loving somebody, that somebody loves you back. To be loved and be loved in return, it's the only thing that my heart desires. Just appreciate the little things I do. Oh, you're the one who's got me inspired. Keep on lifting me higher. So good, loving somebody, and somebody loves you back. It's so good needing somebody, and somebody needs you back. We can build.
We got a little walkway down through here. Do you want this one? Happy birthday. I'm not expecting
got the cake and sang happy birthday so that, you know, everybody feels free to party as much as they want to or as long as they want to. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Cheers to 50.
Cheers to 50 years.
Can I have everybody's attention? Tita and Emery Pace, they're going to come forward. What they have here, it's kind of in poem style. Don't think of it like that. It's something that's written that's kind of highlights a few things that was memorable to me in Sister's life, starting back when she was like 10 months old. Trust me, you get the condensed version. It's hard to put 50 years into 10 minutes, you know. But it's going to probably take about 15, maybe really just a 10 minutes for them to do this. It's short. And listen close, because this, what they're going to read, narrate the answers to the questions that we've asked you. So everybody has an opportunity to make 100 on their little test tonight. How many people feel like they've already made 100? That's amazing, because like I said, some of that stuff goes way back. Some of us may not even remember. But you all listen close. This is Tita and Emery, and they do a great job.
My name is Emery Pace, and this is my wife, Tita Pace. We're cousins of tonight's honoree, Cecily. We're here to read a story/poem titled, "We Are Who We Are," written by very talented Serena Harris, which is a tribute to her daughter, Cecily Wallace.
Once upon a long, long time ago, in a land not so far away, a little baby was born and added to the village of Marche. In fact, it was a half a century, yes, 50 years ago today. You see, her mom, Serena, had diligently prayed for a healthy baby girl, for she wanted a playmate for her sister, Ebony, to enter into this world. Her father, Cedric, may have been understandably holding his breath for a baby boy while having visions of both of them wrestling and playing with boy toys. But oh my, how his heart swelled when he was presented with another perfect little girl. And when the nursery staff exclaimed, "Oh my, she has such long lashes. Come look at her lashes." Mom knew at this point that all was well. There she was, Cecily Dion Harris, May 23rd, 1975. Yes, long lashes and curly hair too. Big bright brown eyes, Yes, rosy cheeks and lips with a cherry hue. Complete perfection in every way, we thought. Her inquisitive personality seemed to be on full display. One day, her mother awakened to find her missing where she was just moments ago between her sister and her. Her mom sprang from her bed, really panic-stricken. Oh my, where could she be? She soon caught a glimpse of Cecily. Sleeping soundly on the floor, so adorable no one could ignore, as snug as a bug in a rug with her pillow and blanket. Now really, seriously, who would have thought, thunk it, while Mom's heart was still racing, yet she was still thinking. What confidence, what independence, what problem-solving skills. She already knows what she needs and wants and just how to go about getting it. Of course, that is a mother's perspective. Sheer genius, she thought. The answer may have been far more simple. She needed to get her sister's feet out of her chest. Ebony, a wild sleeper to say the least best. Today, I can now attest, you don't want to come between Cecily and her family, food, or rest, or you will be put to the test. Now, one of Cecily's first modes of transportation was a shiny gift from Santa, a set of Hot Wheels when she was about 5, where she would drive and drive and drive. It seemed like pedaling that toy would bring her so much joy. So when she was about 7, her unconventional mom came up with an uncommon theory. To her it seemed, if she could do this, she could do that. It wasn't long before an eager and excited Cecily was put to the test. Yes, on a stack of pillows behind the wheel of the family auto, Cecily sat. You don't have to wonder where her curious and anxious mom was. She's by her side, you can best bet. Up the road, down the road, much of the day she drove, until Mom was satisfied that her driving skills were clearly shown. And as you might guess, she was soon driving down that little country road alone. She would drive that country mile that led her to the corner store, park the car and make her purchases, and then headed directly home. Only once between the ages of 8 and 6 through 16 did she get one tire stuck in a ditch. But in her defense, that right turn today is still a bit of a sticky trick. Looking back, one could surmise that the little village of Marche was on our side. Not once did we hear from the authorities. Nope, not a peep. It seemed our Marche village was keeping our big little secret totally discreet. So she went from plastic to steel. Looking back, it seemed so surreal. Now the first car Cecily chose was a steel blue 1982 Honda Civic. When she first laid eyes on that Honda, it was love at first sight. That twinkle in her eyes left little to wonder. Her mother knew she would have to drastically raise the bar to get Cecily to look at any other car, and that was highly unlikely by far. So, after much discussion and trepidation, Mom gave in, and this was the final destination. Mom took a deep breath and prayed for the best, while Cecily, excited, exited the parking lot for her first road test. Now the papers were signed, so Mom chose to ignore that little puff of white smoke as she stepped out the door. With sheer delight, she drove that little car right out of sight with a trail of white smoke now clearly coming from the tailpipe. Oh my, Mom thought, what have we bought? This is the real deal, however they both thought. A lemon? Nope. I hope. That car probably just needs a little warming up. Seems early in life, Cecily's love for the arts and crafts made a bold appearance. As one Saturday morning when Cec was about 10, she got a notion and she set that notion in motion. With about 2 yards of material, needle, thread, and imagination, she made a makeshift sewing kit. She decided to make all of her stuffed animals brand new outfits. She quietly worked for 3 hours or less, making hats, scarves, aprons, and handkerchiefs. Designs of all kinds for 9, while Snoopy and Belle seemed to be her constant companion. Rest assured, no 2 outfits were alike, and none of her babies were left out. Mom, once again, amazed, dazed, pleased, and befuddled, as she thought, must be divine intervention, supernatural, inspirational, has to be one of those gift God gives. I shouldn't teach her that. No, it didn't come from me. No siree, no siree. Cecily's love soon expanded from stuffed beagles to real ones. German shepherds, Lhasa Appas, hounds, and mutts too. Rambo, Puncho, Spasma, Baby, Spy, just to name a few. Dogs that bark, bite, fight, and run around all day and night, hunting, digging, sniffing, eating, and chasing, just doing what dogs do. Cecily's deep love and dedication for her fur babies then and now can't be denied. Real, plastic, stuff, or otherwise. Her dog Rambo returned one day from a fierce dog fight. It seemed he fought with all his might, but in spite of it all, he lost his left eyesight. This was during a time when dogs lived outside all day and all night. There was no money for a vet. There was no money for a vet, and to add to the equation, this was really a sticky situation. Rambo was covered in a number of abrasions, but Cecily quickly assessed the situation. She knew what she would do, and it seemed as if Rambo did too. She devised a nurse kit and stocked it with water, cotton balls, peroxide, gloves, and ointment. It seemed before long, Rambo looked forward to his appointments. She worked on Rambo day after day, and we all knew to do anything less was not an option for Cess. Then there was that day when his wounds dissipated, a day that Rambo and Cess awaited and anticipated, all the while Mom and Sis looking on with fear. What did we have to fill in? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Come here.
But as Cess, Rambo, and God would have it, Rambo was restored, and we all cheered.